Then you're ready to do a flat lock. And a flat lock is used, I've used it, I got a whole lot of scrap fabric years ago, and I used it to just join these pieces together. It's reversible, they're perfectly good, they're flat, and it's just a feature on here. So you can join these up and they're pretty secure. So that's what you would be doing with your gym pants. You would be stitching two pieces together that the seam will lie flat, and then you have an overlock seam on the outside, which is what you would like. And if you want to, you can do as a normal straight stitch down the center, but this is pretty strong, so it doesn't need that, and the fabric itself isn't going to fray, so it really doesn't need an extra row of stitching. But I've chosen to use a darker material so it's easier to see what your end result is. And you need to cut the fabric, so it doesn't matter what your machine tells you when you set up a flat lock. If the instructions tell you to drop the blade, ignore it for this, what we're doing here. Because if you leave the blade down and sew, and you've got too much fabric on the right hand side, you are going to jam your machine. So it's much safer if you leave the blade up, and your end result here will be nicer if you leave the blade up. So if you noticed, I've used the wrong sides facing each other, so the right side of the fabric out, and you can see what has happened here. The needle thread is very loose. You've got this whole needle thread ladder stitch thing happening, but when you open it out, it gives you a flat seam. And that's how you're going to join these two pieces of fabric together. And that is strong. It really is strong, and it's a nice decorative feature. It looks good and it's functional.